You're listening to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast.
What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and you are checking out our WWE Friday Night SmackDown recap from April 19th, 2024, live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And to open up SmackDown, we start out with our number one contendership match, AJ Styles versus LA Knight. The winner will go on to Backlash to face the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. And this is a rematch from WrestleMania. Back and forth action. This one, LA Knight lands a superplex. AJ lands a flying inverted DDT. And then AJ Styles pokes LA Knight's eyes and lands a phenomenal forearm. And AJ Styles will take on Cody Rhodes at Backlash. This was an okay match. Nothing special. Could have been a bit better, but decent. Next up, Sikoa comes out and introduces, well, he doesn't come out, he's backstage with Paul Heyman, and he introduces the newest member of the Bloodline, Tama Tonga. And Solo wants Paul Heyman to take him to Kevin Owens, and Paul looks nervous. Tama Tonga is now a member of this new Bloodline. This is giving me DX vibes in '98 when Shawn Michaels left and Triple H started the whole group over. A lot of crazy changes. Next, Nick Aldis comes out and introduces, speaking of Triple H introduces the new WWE Tag Team Championships, and they are very nice. They kind of like the old school tag team titles, which I love. He presents the titles to A-Town Down, and we get another number one contenders match. The winners of this fatal four-way tag will take on A-Town Down for the WWE Tag Team titles. New Catch Republic versus Legado Del Fantasma versus AOP versus the Street Profits. And this is a great match with nonstop action from all four teams. Each team member looked great. The end comes after Angel lands a springboard moonsault, but Montez splashes Angel, and then the Street Profits land the Federation, and the Street Profits are the number one contenders to take on A-Town Down. This will be a good tag match. The Street Profits continue to impress me all the time, and I'm excited to see how they will compete against A-Town Down. A-Town Down was at ringside. They're funny on the mic, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do as a tag team. Paul Heyman tells Solo Sikoa backstage he doesn't want to piss him off, but Solo is making decisions he's not supposed to make. And Solo gives him a dirty look. Again, Solo taking charge of the Bloodline. Come back from SmackDown, and Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman come out to the ring. Paul says, "Let me explain the backstage politics between the Bloodline." And then Solo grabs the mic. Solo says, "Last week I had to lose a brother in order for me to find a new one. Please welcome my MFT, Tama Tonga." And then Tama comes out and he tosses a bloodied, very, very, very bloodied up Kevin Owens down the ramp. And they go to the ring. They raise their fingers to the sky. Kevin Owens runs down, but Solo tosses Kevin into the steps. Kevin fights back, but Solo lands a Samoan spike, and Tama continues to attack Kevin Owens. And this new bloodline of Solo and Tama continues to stand strong, now attacking Kevin Owens after attacking Jimmy Uso last week. Nick Aldis tells Paul Heyman backstage that Tama ran a car into Kevin Owens' car. We see the destruction of it. Nick tells Paul he won't accept this. He won't accept this type of behavior, and the Bloodline needs to understand, because if you don't explain this to them, there will be problems. Losing isn't the only thing that comes with consequences. So we see a car wreck. Obviously, this is the Bloodline trying to look badass here. Nick Aldis is pissed. Obviously, something's gonna hit off on SmackDown tomorrow night. So we'll see what happens. Next up, Carlito with Zelina Vega takes on Santos Escobar with Elektra Lopez. During the match, Elektra gets on the apron. Zelina attacks her, but Elektra swings Zelina into the railing. Santos low blows Carlito, tosses Carlito into the ring post, and lands a Phantom Driver. And Santos Escobar gets the win here over Carlito. I still think Carlito is the man who attacked Dragon Lee, and we should be finding out that pretty soon. We then see Damage Control in the Skybox. Dakota Kai says Io Sky will win the championship when she wants. The Kabuki Warriors are still the women's tag team championships. And with that, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair show up and face off with the Kabuki Warriors in the Skybox. We're probably going to get the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca and Jade. I'm excited for them. Next, we see Cody Rhodes in a video saying that he is ready for AJ Styles and Backlash. And we've made it to our main event Friday Night SmackDown, the WWE Women's Championship on the line. The Women's Champion Bayley taking on Naomi. This is a hard-fought match between both women, but Tiffany Stratton runs down and attacks Naomi, slamming her into a table. She tosses Bayley into the ring steps, Naomi into the ring post, and then Tiffany Stratton lands the prettiest moonsault ever, and Tiffany Stratton leaves SmackDown standing. It looks like they might be setting up for a triple threat match, Naomi versus Bayley and Tiffany. It's Tiffy time. I'm a big Bayley fan and Naomi fan, but Tiffany Stratton is doing amazing things. I'm glad she was able to come out and make her presence felt. Decent episode of SmackDown here. We saw the brutalization of Kevin Owens, new tag team championships, and Tiffany Stratton annihilating Bayley and Naomi. I'm excited for next week's SmackDown. Next week's SmackDown starts the official WWE draft. So until next time, make sure you stay safe and stay uncensored.